So how can you group the test cases? You want to group the test cases like smoke, sanity, regression. You want to group it. How can you group them? So grouping is very important. Grouping is nothing but categorization. You are categorizing your test cases. Okay, this test cases belongs to smoke. This test cases belong to regression. This test case belong to sanity. This test case belong to end-to-end scenarios. Like that, you have to categorize them. Each test case you are writing at the test annotation, right? What type of test is this? It's a basic functionality checking, or is it a end-to-end testing it is covering, or it is a very regression, but in the subset of regression that is called sanity testing, we call that. So such cases, this grouping plays a major role. Then how to do the grouping? So at the test groups equal to group name, public void method name, and at the test groups equal to smoke, priority equal to 1, and description you can write a description. So this is the grouping. So you can give whatever the group you want. So whatever the group you want, you can give. See, I have given smoke. So that M1 belongs to smoke group. So even we can create a multiple groups as well. See, this method belongs to group 1 and group 2. As the test, so bracket groups equal to group 1, group 2. So public void method name. So this method belongs to group 1. This method belongs to group 2 also. We can include and exclude groups through TestNG.xml file. So how can you include and exclude these groups? So using include tag and exclude tag. It tells TestNG.xml that which group we need to execute. So it tells TestNG.xml which group we have to skip. That's what the exclude means. Include means you're including in TestNG to run that. Exclude tells you you're excluding, that means you're skipping that test. If you write any method as a include and exclude, and that method won't be considered for the execution, that's the exclude. Include method will tell you, so that is including for the execution. So this is the groups. If you have a groups, how to create a suit file is this is the word declaration, doc type declaration is mandatory. So when you're creating this doc type declaration is mandatory. Then suit tag, name and parallel equal to none. Test tag, name, so this one, and groups, run tag, include, exclude, and close the run tag. See that? See, when you are opening outer to inner, right? And this is the self tag you are closing here. This is the closing. See, the forward slash means that's a closing. But here, so just opened, but you didn't close it. The closing is happening here. So this is the how pair of tags. Then test tag is closing here. Then groups is closing here. Run is closing here. And then classes tag. Classes tag inside you have a class tag. Class name, and class name how to give? Package name dot class name. So class name, package name dot class name. Then close the classes tag. So then test tag, then suit tag. So this is again suit structure, and I think I repeated 5 times till now, right? So 5 times the suit structure I explained. I don't know how many of you Remember this. So the include and exclude tags are very important when you are running through groups, or if you are you want to include a method of particular class, you can use methods inside include tag and exclude tags. So you can see here. So I mentioned here, right? Include name smoke, exclude name regression means smoke will be executed, regression will be skipped. That's the so include and exclude tags. Well, their purpose. Next one, groups are done. Next, invocation count. So the number of times this test method should be invoked. How many times you want to invoke same method, then you can use invocation count. So if you want to execute a method multiple times, one after the other, then you can write at the rate test invocation count equal to number you provide. That many times that method will execute. Then success percentage. The percentage of success expected from this test method. So how much percentage is completed? Okay. So that is, we won't use much this one, but the remaining are very important. Invocation count to timeout. So the maximum number of milliseconds this test should take to execute. So the maximum number of milliseconds this test should take. So at the test timeout equal to 3000. Timeout equal to 3000. So that means it is the maximum, it will wait for 3 seconds. So then it will time out if it is not finished in 3 seconds. You can give your time, whatever the time you want. So you are instructing, okay, this method execution should not cross more than 3 seconds. It should finish within 3 seconds only, or exactly 3 seconds. So that kind of condition if you have, then this is how you can set the timeout. Then thread pool size. So this size of the thread pool for this method, the method will be invoked from multiple threads as specified by invocation count. If you're using invocation count, you have to use here thread count also, thread pool size. So thread pool size, another parameter you have to write like invocation count. Then last one is priority. So what is priority? So your test case prioritization can be done with priority. Lower priorities will be scheduled first. So at the test priority equal to 1, at the test priority equal to 2, like that you can do. So this priority keyword. To prioritize your test cases, you will use this priority keyword. Any questions, guys? And few more are there. So there's all are at the rate test parameters, right? What are all at the rate test parameters? Data provider, depends on methods, depends on groups, description, enabled equal to false for skipping the test cases, groups, priority, thread pool size, invocation count, and these are all the annotations we are going to use. Then how to specify particular class methods using include and exclude tags. So this is how you can do that. Suit tag, again repeating the testng.xml suit. Multiple places it has come. Test tag, groups, and run it.
Execute.
Exclude, broken test. Include, chicken test. So here, so
Close.
there is the group name is a broken test. Another group name is a chicken test. So these tests will be, so in the from this class, you see you are including the methods. Can you observe this carefully? Individual class, the class inside you are mentioning the methods, which method to include to execute, which method to exclude from this class. So you see granular level you are going, class inside methods, methods inside which one you want to include, which one you want to exclude. Then close the methods tag, close the class tag. So that's it. See, the class tag is closed here. How do we know, sir, this class tag is closed? Can you see here? This is the open tag. This is the close tag. Close tag, I told you, tag name before / will be there. That's a difference. Even you can see methods open tag and methods close tag. Then close the classes tag. This is another class. And then test tag, suit tag.
Suit.
Next, reporting. Why do you need the reports? Reports are going to help you to identify the status of your test case, pass, fail, skipped. How do you know that? That is the purpose of reports. Through reports only you can come to know how many test cases passed, failed, and skipped. Second one, using reports, we calculated the time taken by each test case, so that will help us to calculate the return of investment. And fourth one, so we can share automation reports with your team, clients, as well as to share the status of testing progress. So that will help you. So TestNG will provide 3 types of reports: default test.html, emailable report.html, index.html. So these are the different reports. So if you expand test output folder, and generally you should get this test output folder, but in IntelliJ we are not getting that. Somehow we are missing this in IntelliJ. I never seen that. That's one issue might be in the IntelliJ. How to generate okay, these are all not required. Okay, now this is very important. So how to run parallel test cases, parallel execution? How can you achieve with the Java Selenium? So using TestNG, you can run your test cases parallelly, your classes parallelly, your tests parallelly, and methods parallelly also you can run. See that. So the parallel attribute and the suit tag can take one of the following values: suit name, my suite, parallel equal to methods, parallel equal to test, parallel equal to classes, parallel equal to instances. See, on thread count we are giving 5. That means maximum 5 threads will open. 5 classes or 5 methods will run. So 5 classes, 5 instances will run. So instances means this is the browser. So each browser, so 5 browsers will be instantiated. That's a parallel methods, parallel tests, parallel classes, parallel instances. This preserve order. So what is preserve order? So basically, if you want your classes methods to be run in an unpredictable order, then we should go for the preserve -order attribute in TestNG. In TestNG, by default, the preserve order attribute will be set to true. This means that TestNG will run your test case in the order they are found. If you write a so preserve -order equal to true, it will so run, and in the order they will run. So this is the how you can do suit tag, test tag, classes tag, close the classes, close the test, close the suite. So see, you can see here in the test tag we mentioned preserve -order equal to false. Preserve -order equal to false. So this is the how you can use that. Then TestNG assertions. So we have a TestNG assertions, assert equals, assert true, assert false. These are all the TestNG assertions. Same as JUnit. So in the JUnit, the class name is assertions dot JUnit, right? But here, so TestNG by default you will get. So next, soft assertions. So what are the soft assertions and the hard assertions? This is the very important interview question. Soft assertions will tell you, so don't stop running even an assertion condition fails. But the test itself is marked as a failure, and test to indicate that right result. So that's what the soft assertions. There is a hard assertions. Tests immediately fail and stop executing the moment a failure occurs in the assertion. So you may want to use the hard assertions. It's up to you, can try it out. And that's the difference between hard assertion and a soft assertion. Hard assertion means test immediately will fail and stop executing the moment a failure occurs. But a soft assertion, it doesn't wait. So it doesn't stop running even if assertion condition fails. So it will continue till the end. That's what the soft assertions means. So how can you run failed test cases? So you can run failed test cases. See, suit tag. So this suit name equal to failed suit. Test name, this one, and classes tag. Close the class tag. Close the test tag. So that is the all about TestNG theory. So you go through this TestNG interview questions and you can answer them. Okay, guys. And tomorrow we'll write the programs. So all this tomorrow we'll write the programs. Yeah. Thank you.